Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Pittsburgh Pirates franchise here on MLB The Show 18. And we are here in the playoffs. Jameson Taillon going to start it off at home against the Milwaukee Brewers. He gets out of the first inning trouble, and then a 3-run homer by Francisco Lindor. Going to put us up 3-0 in the first inning. So Taillon giving up some hits, but just not giving up the runs just yet, which is really good for us. Taillon strikes out to end that inning. There's Inciarte with a single, but nobody can do anything to move him over. But a solo shot by Mancini in the sixth to increase the lead to 4-0. Inciarte gets a double, and again, nobody can bring him home. A solo shot by Nunez on a pinch hit attempt is going to get the Brewers on the board at 4-1. But look at this. Runs aplenty as it is now 7-1. And Taillon gives up a 3-run blast to another pinch hitter. So he is going to come out. It is 7-4. Ferrioni going to get us out of there. And Lindor, your player of the game, 3 for 4 with that 3-run blast in the first inning. And we win game number 1. So let's go into game number 2. Mitch Keller on the mound gives up a triple but gets out of the inning. And then another 3-run blast by Lindor. So the same opening as game 1, but this time a run given up in the second by Keller. But we get the solo shot in the second as well to get that right back. So it is 4-1. And nice strikeout to end the inning there. And a 2-run blast by Dustin Stone. And then a solo shot by Christian Yelich is going to get them back on the board. But it is 6-2 though. Mitch Keller going to give up a run there off the Huerta the double. And that's going to make it 6-3. So that'll be the end of Keller's day as Ornelas comes in to fly out. Inciarte with a single. There's a double, but the runner thrown out at home, so it will remain 6-3 as Guerrero going to come in and pitch now. McKay reaches on error to second base, but nobody could bring him in. Guerrero going to give up a hit. We're going to put in Jordan Hicks to pitch in the 8th inning, and he gets right through it. He's now up to bat. We're going to pinch hit for him, but a double play. And now it is his time. Taz Hobart comes right in and gets us right out, which is exactly what we need from him. Dustin Stone hits 2 homers in the game, and we are now on a 2-0 series lead. Now, game number 3, now on the road against these Milwaukee Brewers. A 3-run blast by their catcher, Marlette, and that is going to give them a 3-run lead and then a 4-run lead as they score again in the 3rd inning. So we need our bats to come alive, and it looks like they were ready to start something but just could not get it going. But it is 4-0, now 5-0, and there's a solo shot for McKay to at least get us on the board, but it is a 5-1 ball game here in the 7th inning. Position player on the mound. We got to take Swain out. We got to put in Ferrioni. See what Ferrioni can do, as it is still 5-1. And there's a solo shot by Nick Castellanos off of Ferrioni. So now 6-1. Donahue gets us out of there, but we need 5 runs, and that's just not going to happen. Brandon Woodruff pitches a nice game for the Brewers, and now we're going up against Michael Fulmer. It's Fulmer and Henderson Alvarez in this matchup. And so far, pretty clean innings. Milwaukee is getting no hit. There's their first hit. And a lot of walks, and only their second hit, but they've gotten a lot of runs off of it. 4 hits, 6 runs now. And Henderson Alvarez is going to have to take a seat. But Paxton's going to give up 2 more runs anyways. An 8 spot in the 4th inning is absolutely dreadful, and it's probably going to seal our fate in this game, as we can't get more than a couple hits off of their pitcher. And another 2-run shot. It is now 10-0, and Castro is just giving them up like crazy. His ERA is over 20. It's an 11-1 game as we do get one run to make it not a shutout. But now the series is even, and it's Game 5 at home with Richie Kelton on the mound, and we need a good game from him. We get a runner thrown out, but we do get 2 in the bottom of the first to start us off and give us a lead here in this postseason. There's a 1 run for them to cut the lead in half, 2-1. Sonny Gray on the mound, a 2-run shot off of him by Brennan McKay to give us a 4-1 lead. And more trouble for him as he gets out of a bases loaded situation there. Nice outing there by Kelton. He's able to get out of it. And another run scored there, so a 5-1 lead. 6-1 now off Inciarte's double. Lindor doubles Inciarte in, so that's a 7-1 game. As we're here in the bottom of the 7th, and a 2-run shot by Dustin Stone. He's hit 3 of those in the series, and it is 9-1 in favor of us. We just need to not blow it as Richie Kelton goes for the complete game. He gives up 1 run there in the 9th, but it really doesn't matter. Brendan McKay is your player of the game with that 3-run shot. And now we're taking on the San Francisco Giants in the NLCS. Let's see how that goes. Taillon on the mound. And Jameson Taillon, a walk, a triple, run scored, so already given up a run. Now we're going to try and get it back, and we just can't do it. Just can't get that run across. So it's a 1-0 game. Taillon gets out of the 2nd inning, which is very much appreciated. Look at Taillon on third base. We go for the sac fly, but it's a double play, which is disheartening. They score another run, so it is 2-0 in favor of San Francisco. Here's going to be a pinch hit. Austin Meadows comes in and can't really get it done. Guerrero hitting people, but no runs come across. 3-run blast. Brandon Belt, his old ass, going to get them a 5-0 lead, and then a solo shot to make it a 6-0 lead. Absolute craziness going on right now as the Pirates were not ready for something like this. It is 6-0 in game number 1. And that'll do it. It is 6-0 shutout. So now Mitch Keller on the mound here at home here against San Francisco, and giving up a run early, giving up 2 runs, a run each inning. There's a solo shot by Jed Jerko to cut it in half. Now a stolen base, but we get out of it. They get out of a guy getting on first base. A lot of stranded runners so far. There's Todd Pulsifer, and he's going to get stranded at second base. Singles aplenty. There's a run scored. It is 3-1. There's another single and a ground out. There's a walk. And Ferrioni coming in. He is... Ooh, they threw him out at home. It's still a 4-1 game, but it is looking kind of grim here. We need some hits. Ferrioni going to come out. Ornelas going to strike out on his pinch hit attempt. Dickerson is on first. Jordan Hicks comes in. A 3-run blast by Brandon Belt, and again, his old ass getting the job done. Brandon Belt destroyed us, so I don't think we're going to win, and I just sim, and we win the series in 6. 4 straight wins, 7-1, 4-2, 12-3, and 4-2. Who would have thought that? So now, simming the World Series, it's a 1-1 series. It's a 2-1 series. Oh, it's going to a Game 7. Here it is, Game 7 against the Blue Jays in the World Series. Ryan Mata hits a solo shot. We get a 2-run shot later on that inning. We are up 3-0 in inning number 1. Moving across, Braxton Garrett. Will he pitch a fantastic game? Leashes will be short in a Game 7. He gets out of it there. Just 1 runner in scoring position so far for the Blue Jays today. There's a triple and 2 runs come in. It's 5-0. It's 6-0. The Pirates are just 9 outs away from a World Series championship. Now just 5 outs away. Ooh, bases loaded and a grand slam and a solo shot. It's 6-5, back-to-back. Schwarber with the grand slam, Bradley with the solo shot. That inning's finally over. There's a solo shot for McKay, making it 7-5. A single for Tom Wood. Dustin Stone coming in. He will strike out. And I am going in the game. The only reason I'm really going into the game is to warm up Taz Hobart and pitch with him in the 9th. But Zachary Swain is going to smack a 2-run blast and make it 9-5. Next batter is Ender Inciarte. Now, Swain did that off a pinch hit. Ender Inciarte is going to hit a double in the left center gap. Next batter, Ryan Mata, is going to, inside off the handle, hit a little dingy thing, and it's going to be another double and another run. So Taz Hobart is coming in this game with a 5-run lead, and he has a 0 ERA this postseason. He's going to strike out the first batter. Second batter is going to ground to second base, and he will be out. The last chance for the Cubbies. And there is a single in the gap. That'll go for a double as misplayed in the outfield. And that will put a runner on. Kyle Schwarber will strike out with a runner on second, and I was really hoping for like some kind of confetti or something, but we get nothing. This is exactly how the game took me into this. I thought that there would be some kind of theatrics for winning the World Series, but this is what it took me to, so kind of anticlimactic there, but the Pittsburgh Pirates have won the World Series, and what does that mean for us? That means that this series is pretty much effectively over. However, this will not be the last episode of this franchise series. We will have one longish kind of, I guess, final episode to show you guys some more things. But Trey Mancini, the World Series MVP, Francisco Lindor, the entire postseason MVP. He hit 2 home runs across the postseason. Mancini hit 1 home run, 3 RBIs in the World Series, but he batted over 400. And your Pittsburgh Pirates, in Game 7, have beat the Toronto Blue Jays. I apologize for not managing more games, but I mean, I really thought we were losing to the Giants, and I was just going to move on to the next season, but there it is. We get the win. There's George Contos retiring. He was on our team at one point. Jake Arrieta retiring. Joey Votto is a Hall of Famer. One more episode will be coming your way, and then this series is over. Thank you guys for sticking with me through it. I'll see you next time.